What's up, everybody? This is RAYDAWG-GAMING on YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting ready to play this college game. So, let's begin.
Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Rushes on him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll go back to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
He's got it inside the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give from the gun. To the 15. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
First like WSG bro, thumbs up. Who doing thumbs up?
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that like, man.
Snagged in the middle.
Happy Sunday.
Same for you too.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.
Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the run.
Keep pushing on, coming fist left facing fist.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Red.
Make sure you click the like and subscribe to the channel.
Oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Man, I can't believe it.
The 10-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. He wants it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Texas Tech, 21. NC State, 0.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of what a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Morton. Resist the pressure. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. 2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Bailey. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1.
I just didn't understand this shit. That shit was crazy. Every pass I'd done, is again interception. That shit just crazy. I ain't gonna stop, playing. See.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Clemson's offense will get the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So NC State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical.
There he goes! They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rodgers. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers. and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Line getting set on second down.
Let's go, let's go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the single back. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's
hold that line. You hold that line.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for room. It's Randall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop.
X going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They took it 68 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Lobs it off the back foot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few.
There you go again. Damn fucking interception.
Play by this defense
Fuck.
to get the football.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity.
And the quarterback was knocked down back at the 13. Started all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Not finding any running room. I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. They decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They get through and it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal block because you're so low to the ground. You have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you. All those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Going for the big play. Makes the grab deep. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They booted away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Fires left. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something.
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Off play action. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Race. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here's the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry
so far this game
plays out.
I like it.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Can't complain.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can...
There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Oh, come on, are you serious?
That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return.
We gotta hold
what
this.
a play there.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
Plus, we're going to lose at home.
Trying to surge it in.
Oh,
And he
my
takes
God.
it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Direct snap. It's Grimes.
I can't believe this shit.
And they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The play action fake. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. With the catch, it's Moore. On the nasty move, and now he's got room.
Yeah,
Really
we
nice
don't
job
win,
there
but
by
still,
both guys to throw and the catch to
y'all
that
that play
defense
was
and get
crazy.
the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double...
Turning it on! They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. A nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you failed. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense picks it up. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. The 10.
Go.
Touchdown, NC State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you need to push it downfield.
Come on.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up that field this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
You son of a bitch.
Flying down the right side.
Goddamn Rooney.
Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Clemson ready to dial up the ball plays. They've got it on offense. 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all.
And this is going to be it.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Playing a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Now the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got it for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Damn fucking Jesus.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. All zeros, and time has expired here. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival. It's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of...
Yeah, this game, I mean, it's good. I like it. But damn, I had to lose. Well, I'm going to get off this right here, start a new game, but I'm going to get on, play some Call of Duty right now. See you in a minute.